Today we're checking back in with Ethereum's ETH coin, performing some technical analysis and making some predictions on where we can expect to see ETH go in the near future. Let's get into it. Welcome back into the Ethereum chart, guys. If you'd like to buy Ethereum or want some free Bitcoin, there are a couple of links down in the description of today's video. As you can see, we're now currently sitting at a value of $3,125 per Ethereum, and this is actually a bit of a pattern which I'm struggling to explain. And the reason being is we fell so easily below our point of support once again, and we didn't bounce in the manner that I suspected. The moving averages as well aren't even giving us too much information. I suppose there's two things that I could suggest which may have resulted in us not moving in this upwards direction. Let me just remove this line so I can show you. The first would be our 20-day moving average did cross below the 200-day moving average. Now this is certainly a negative indicator, and it shows that on the short term we are moving downwards and we've gone past the point of, that 200-day, the long-term moving average, and unfortunately things aren't looking too good. But I wouldn't have thought that this would be a major reason for a sell-off, especially from a volume of that sort of a size. Now, what's my second reason I could suggest? Well, if we take, I suppose, this part of the chart here. So this on the 1st of December, we could in fact take a bit of a line down, I suppose, and maybe put in place a little bit of a downtrend. But of course, it is really hard just given all the jaggedness of this chart. So maybe even in a shorter, I suppose, term sense, maybe we saw from this point all the way down, similar to that. This was potentially the short-term downtrend that we had seen from up here on the 4th of January. But realistically, I still don't think that fits the bill too well either. So I don't know what to suggest on why we've dropped. We have, unfortunately, but let's see where we can go in the near future. So now I think I can put in place another point of support. It's just below the current value, and that is sitting roughly at about here, 3,085. You can see consistently over the past couple of weeks this has been a major point of support for us and is currently acting in a similar manner. So I want to put that point of support in right there. Now this is not too far away from obviously the point that we had here, which is now acting as resistance at 3,160. So all in all, I'm not 100% sure what's going to happen here. I don't think we're going to see any sort of trading in this sort of a manner. It is way too tight for what is going on at this point in time. Instead, if we do see a bounce, I'd suggest we are seeing a double bottom. You've got the first bottom here, you've got the second bottom here. That could be a potential reversal pattern. But I think with Ethereum at the moment, everything is really relying on the overall crypto space, in particular Bitcoin. If Bitcoin's able to bounce, then yes, we could see a reversal, but we have to get past the 20 and 200-day moving averages. But if Bitcoin does not pump, I do suspect we are going down, and we're going to see this next key point of support sitting at $2,745. Let's have a quick look at the RSI and MACD. RSI sitting at 36.92, still on the very low side of things. This is overdue now to start moving upwards. We haven't been moving upwards for a long period and been dropping basically since the 8th of November. So it's time we started to see a bit of momentum there. MACD, let's have a quick look at this one. Bringing that one up. You can see we did have our upwards cross, and this was one of the main reasons I was thinking, yeah, we're about to break out and start moving in the right direction. But unfortunately, we had a repeat of what we've seen on the two previous occasions when this has occurred, and the green period is very, very small and very, very shallow. And this is because the buying momentum, much like over here, did not come in. So unfortunately, we've dropped, but we have not crossed back below the 26-day EMA. So things are, I suppose, teetering on the edge of moving towards the next key point of support at 2,745, which is why I'm saying we're really relying on Bitcoin and the overall market to pick up and some buying volume to actually come into Ethereum before we do see a move upwards. All in all, what is my price prediction for ETH over the next few days and weeks? Well, it's twofold. You're going to have one of two scenarios. Either A, as I've mentioned, we're going to break out, has to be driven by the overall crypto market though, and we're going to go up and test our 20 and 50 of 200 days, moving averages, and then get past that point and move back towards 3,630. Given the lack of strength though, I believe it is more likely we're going to see a continuation of this downtrend that we're experiencing, and we are likely heading down towards the $2,745 mark if this point of support does not manage to hold out. That wraps up today's Ethereum ETH coin analysis. If you did enjoy it, make sure you do leave a thumbs up on the video. And of course, if you want to see more of this sort of content, hit subscribe and turn on bell notifications. I'd also love to hear your thoughts on this analysis down in the comments section below. But I'll leave it there for today, guys. I hope you have an awesome day. I'll see you next time. Cheers.